What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. Let me just close this out real quick. Hey, everybody. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. What's up, Sherry? What's up, Ronnie? What's up, Carla? We've got a great show. We've got Randy Gravits going to come on. He's going to be doing a great event tomorrow. He's going to be doing a walk at the park. And this is at the Monon High Bridge. And this is going to be going on tomorrow, Saturday at 1 p.m. And he's going to call in and we're going to get some details. And he's done this before. So I'm going to play just a few minutes of a clip just to show you what he's done. It's amazing. It brings awareness. And, you know, this kind of shines light on the life of these two girls that lost their lives. So I'm just going to play just a little bit of this real quick, and then we'll get Randy on here.
So what do you think about events like this? What can that do can it help the case? Can it hurt the case? What do you think?
It can only help the case. Like, keep just raising the bar levels on it, to just get it more and more out there, because someone's got to know something. That's what I feel.
We freshened it up, put mulch down, and took out weeds. And I think the girls would be very proud of what we did today. Please add more stuff. That's always welcome. And enjoy the trails.
So I've probably been out here 50 to 60 times maybe. Yeah. And walked across that bridge, and I'll tell you what, everybody that comes out here is definitely scared to walk that bridge the first time.
Yeah, I see it. It's looking kind of,
Looking kind of scary?
Yep.
Right now we're at the historic Monon High Bridge, which is the area that Abby and Libby this is where they were last seen on February 13th, 2017. And it's an abandoned railroad bridge that sits 70 feet high and 853 feet long. So the greenery down at the end is actually covering up the end of the bridge, but it's a lot longer and higher than what it looks from here. I mean, once you step out on the bridge, you actually get a sense of how big this bridge is.
Please don't let me die.
I won't let you die. Are you scared? Ben, are you okay? Stay towards the middle.
Okay, so I'm gonna excuse me. I'm gonna pause it there, and so Randy, I'm gonna post the number, buddy. When you call in, just make sure you use your phone and don't, turn down the stream and just, talk through the phone and don't, because there's a delay, obviously, because you probably stream. So just use your phone when you call, buddy. I'm gonna go ahead and post the number here. Okay, so there's the number to call in. So we're going to have Randy Gravits, who's going to be hosting this event tomorrow. We're going to have him call in. And there's a little bit of delay, so it's going to take a second for him to call in. But thank you guys so much. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you, Sweet Dreams. Thank you, Copper Horse. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I know I wish I could be there too. I would love to check out some stuff. Okay, cool. Yep, he's going to call in, and we're going to ask some questions and get the details, and I'm super excited. What's up, Rhonda? What's up, Louise? Sure, everything is good up there. Let's see. Okay, we're just waiting for Randy to call in. There's a little bit of a delay, so it's going to probably take him a second to... Here we go. Okay.
Call from
Randy.
To accept, press 1.
Hello? Is this Randy?
Hello. Yeah, this is Randy.
Awesome. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good so far.
Awesome. It's great to meet you.
Yes, me too. All right. That's cool.
Yeah, so you're hosting this event. So obviously, because I just met you and I've heard about the walk before, but so how many times have you done this?
Well, at first it was me and another lady. There was only two of us that day. Started. It's been 5 years now.
Wow.
It's been every year. It seems that we're getting more and more people coming.
That's awesome.
Depends on the weather. The weather.
Yeah.
But some people still come. Some people still come.
Yeah. That's awesome. Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm glad new people come out. It gives them an opportunity to see what Delphi is and the trail, and getting a sense of the area. I know it's totally different from what people see on the videos.
Yes.
And seeing in real life of what it really, the surroundings look like, and give them more sense of, okay, this is totally different. And especially when we get to the bridge and we have people start thinking of how in the world this killer got away with it on a nice, perfect day, and always wondering how he escaped and nobody.
Yeah, broad daylight happened at about 2 to 3 p.m., middle of the day, and yeah, a local park, exactly.
Yeah. And it's like, it's a beautiful area, and right now there's no trees, no leaves on the trees, and in this way, people can see what I talk about. Of you can see where the girls are dropped off through the trees, and you can see from there, from where the cemetery is, where Ron Logan's house is, and then there were two oak sheds there at where the drop off was.
Yes, because you saw my video, obviously, was it 2 days ago, and I showed like a shack. I was kind of doing a timeline that I came across that I thought was kind of interesting, and yeah, I showed that picture of the shack that they think maybe he could have hid behind.
Well, there's two of them, but it was kind of an old wagony shack, so there was. You can see through them.
Okay.
So there wouldn't be able to. He wouldn't actually be able to hide them. They're just old. I'd say back in the early 1900s. Over there.
Right. Okay. Interesting.
But, and it's always nice to have people bring items. To the walk, and I'm always getting people. I wish I can come bring items, or like if they couldn't make it, they can send money. I can buy the item, flowers or whatever they want, to place out there. But I have people always every year will go out, fix up the memorial area up so it'll look nice and neat.
That's awesome.
Every year. So it's a good story to hear if people never heard this story before. And like Becky said, she wants people to know about their stories. And if people never heard it before, and they at least can take it back home with them and say, hey, people need to hear about this story if you never heard about it.
Right. And right as you're talking, I'm actually showing, I just paused it here and showing the memorial where you guys have just kind of finished it. I don't know if this I think this is last year, and it looks amazing. Looks great. I mean, it's so cool.
Yeah. And right now, since they got the trails more better for people who are in wheelchairs. It's black-topped now, all the way to the bridge, and it's too bad they couldn't. They should have fixed the bridge at the same time if they're going to did the trails.
Right?
Of people.
Oh, so the whole trail is now blacktop, correct?
Yeah.
Wow.
All blacktop.
Oh, awesome. It's
been about a couple months on the blacktop, but they had to work. There's a part in the trail that was collapsing. What they did, they had to fix that first, because back in the 1800s, they put to the old railroad ties as supports in the ground.
Oh, okay.
Where this one part is. So when the surveyors, when we were, me and Julia Melvin out there, they were surveying and they were talking about where the ground is giving away. And they said this needs to be really done good so it won't collapse anymore.
Right.
So that part I'll show them where that is, where it was in the old videos that we walked by, and you can tell it was just corroding away.
Yeah. I've got a couple of questions, but I just kind of mentioned on the bridge, because like you said, you wish they would repair it. And in this video that I'm kind of just playing while we're talking, Greeno actually, interviews, somebody from a podcast, and he says that he kind of got about halfway across a bridge and then apparently there's a big gap at some point in that bridge, and he said he had to turn back.
There's two gigantic big gaps.
Oh,
wow. It was one, but there was like maybe a couple forward from that other gap. It started
one right there.
Get bad. Yeah, Ed Bounds is the one who was out there the one time. I was glad he came with his family. But yeah, sometimes people are. I had people come visit. They tell me when they're coming, and go take them out there. And I had like a Canadian group out there. We didn't know they were going to be there. There was doing some type of story or something, and the lady was afraid. She had to walk all the way to the second platform. She was terrified.
So
if they know she's afraid of heights, like, well, that's not a good thing. You're afraid of heights. So, but yeah, if that was fixed, it would be different. But
I actually paused the video where one of the gaps is, and Well,
the first one's next to the first platform, and it's really big. So, and they had to walk. Some people walk around on the platform to get around that huge gap. So yeah.
So I'm sure some people have some questions. Where are you going to meet? Are you guys going to go to the Freedom Bridge parking lot, or?
Oh, that's where we have to park. That's where we have to park from now on. Is at the Freedom Bridge parking lot. So that's where we've been meeting up every single time. So that way people, knowing we're all there, and then we'll be able to just take off from there to the Monon High Bridge. And if there's questions, we usually stop and explain what certain areas on the trail that we believe it's possible linked to the case, and so they can get it knowing like, okay, this is what we talked about in some of our videos and stuff, and if that we can show them at least, and that gives a sense of what we're talking about in our videos to other people.
Oh yeah, I mean that's amazing. Gosh, I wish I could be there. I really wish I could be there. I gotta do work on my car, unfortunately, and I just actually drove from Ohio to Utah, so I just came the other way. Put a lot of miles on my car, but one day I would love, once I get my car fixed and stuff, to go out there, and maybe, I don't know, maybe next year. So, do you do this once a year, or?
Well, we're going to do once a year.
Okay.
It was overwhelming last year, and I wanted to do only once a year.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to do once a year, and we'll probably just do it on a warm day. I was hoping tomorrow would be warm and stuff, but it came out to be another cold day. I think the girls wanted it to be.
Yeah.
And stuff, but everybody has kind of have fun, be able to show. I know people wants to show them where the girls park, who's never been there, so I'll show them where the girls park tomorrow. And any other places that they want to me show them, I can do that too while we're there.
That's awesome. Yeah, I would love to be there. No, because you went live today, and I tried to catch most of the show, but I was kind of setting up my stream, and I had to clean a little bit. So, but I caught like about half of it because I was in and out doing stuff. But you were talking about, and I walked out of the room. You said you might try to go live, or you're just going to film and then.
Well, we're going to try to go live.
Okay.
Since there's no internet out there, we might have to kind of pre-record it.
Okay.
Because that seems to sometimes certain phones don't record very well live, and we just have to take pictures and pre-record some of it and then download it. But hopefully we can be able to make halfway through the forest of the trails.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because I know there's only one or two towers, and that's kind of one of the reasons they couldn't triangulate one of the phones.
One tower is by on the other side of Ron Logan's property.
Okay.
And then the other is on the other side of the south end somewhere.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of in between. So if they were able to have another way to locate phones between these towers, that would have been great and would have helped the searchers that day more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I had a question. So when you get to the end of the bridge, and you see that there's, because we heard that, speculation that the girls were kind of panicking, and they're like, well, we can't go that way, it's a dead end. You see this kind of like, this board put up like, like it's private property. Do you know what I'm talking about at the end of the bridge, where the killer would have met up?
On the bridge?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's a sign that says private property, but where they were, they could have gone farther because Abby lived on that side. Oh, right. So
okay.
They could have went farther. They could have ran across. So I see you're playing. So if you look at they get to the first platform, those are the worst ones.
Oh, really?
The big gap.
Okay.
So, and then of course farther down you see the other ones. But yeah. Those are the very bad ones. But yeah, they could have gone farther, ran across the backyard where the dog lady is to get to Abby's home. They would have been safe.
Oh, man, that's tough.
Yeah.
Oh, that's tough to hear. And so you said that they paved up to the railroad tie. Now, on the side where the killer caught up to Abby and Libby, there's gravel. Did they blacktop that part, or is that still gravel there?
No, they didn't do that side.
Okay.
I think they were waiting to fix that bridge. They said when they said they were going to fix the bridge, they're going to try to connect the other side to other trails, since that's an old railroad line, and they need to fix that rest of the part on the other side of that line, because there are trees grown over, and not many. It'll take them a while to clean that side up. So
I got you.
Overgrown.
Yeah.
Years.
Yeah. So how many minutes away do you live from this area? Just curious.
About 15 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Depends on road constructions and what we have going on.
Wow. And so did you is this your hometown? Did you grow up in Delphi, Indiana?
No, I grew up in White County.
Okay.
I know a lot about Delphi, and lived in Delphi a long time ago, so.
Okay.
I knew about the railroad and in the 70s and 80s.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Awesome. And have you been in contact with the family? I mean, I'm sure the family's heard of you doing this. I'm sure there's,
Oh, Becky and them have, but it's. I know Carrie has. Becky likes that we're putting out, showing more people, and that's what Becky wants, more and more people to know about their case. I know Anna's mad at me, but, it's life.
Oh, who's mad at you?
Anna.
Oh, no.
So, but, Carrie and Becky, they like what I'm doing to and make sure people knows about their case.
Yeah.
And bring new people here. And that's a nice thing, that they want people, anybody middle of nowhere doesn't know about anything about this case, then they can go back. I have one person who came from Michigan, and where she lives, nobody never heard of Libby and Abby's case.
Yeah.
So, and that's where they want people to know about them and keep watch for this killer.
Yeah.
And that way, if they do come by, any information, at least they can be able to call in and say, hey, we might have a lead or something to tell you, and they can check it out.
Yeah. Yeah. So just to recap for those that are just kind of just tuning in, we have Randy Gravits on right now. He's going to be hosting an event tomorrow, which is a walk to remember Abby and Libby. And that's tomorrow in Delphi at the park at 1 p.m., correct?
Yes, 1 p.m.
Okay. And we've been posting, I know Copper Horse has been on it, just kind of posting. If you want to drop your link to your channel too, it looks like Copper Horse is on it. Okay, so if you guys want to go, get in touch, just tap on that link that Copper Horse just dropped. If you're, if you want to come to this walk tomorrow. And if you have any questions for Randy, you can get in touch with him. I'm just curious, what's, because obviously with everything going out with the Kleins, and I don't want to get too much into speculation or anything, but just what's the overall atmosphere with the residents in Delphi as far as with all this information coming out? Can you share anything on that?
No, not really.
Okay.
Sometimes I think the town just not want to talk about because what's been going on.
Sure.
So I think
that's understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I completely understand. Yeah, because I mean, just a lot's come out, and it's a lot to digest, and it just.
As when they do come get the killer, the town's going to be just like a madhouse at the beginning.
Yes. Oh, yes.
So that's going to be another major deal with all the news around the world. And
yes. Yes. But I'm sure, just like you, I think this case will be solved. I think, one way or another, I feel if it's not by somebody identifying somebody or an alibi falling through, I think DNA will advance. Would you?
I hope so, DNA. With all the technology, it seems like every year they come up with something. I think it will come faster to find these killers, especially if their DNA in prison or jails, or figure a different way of catching the criminals faster.
Yeah.
That'd be a good hope.
Yeah. So I am getting to the end of the tracks right here. Oh, she turns her head. Let me see. Because I was going to ask you a question here. It's going to be a delay, obviously. You're going to be about 20 seconds behind. But I'm just finishing the video where she's just getting to where the girls, obviously, the killers met up with the girls.
Yeah, we're passing the trees where Libby caught the killer on her camera. So there's two trees leading over towards the railroad tracks.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where Libby caught the killer. But yeah, if she gets at the end, Libby's off to my left, where she was filming.
Oh, right. Okay. Yes.
And then to the right, where she's looking down, that's where the shoe tree is, down that way. But if they kept going straight on,
right,
to the right, they could have ran home to safety.
See, yeah, like I said, I have some theories, and I won't share them right now because this is just about Abby and Libby, and I don't want to go into too much about, because this is about what you're doing in the walk and stuff. But man, I would love to maybe have you on another time when we're just kind of after the walk, and maybe, if you want to do like, maybe, maybe a day where we're kind of speculating some ideas. It's up to you, though. I don't want to. So I see some people are I just want to clear up. So I think the family, for the most part, supports. It sounds like Abby's mother is kind of a little upset because I think it's not. I don't even think it's because of you. It's just people come out there and exploit it. Is that kind of fair to say?
Well, there's other reason that she comes up with. So
okay.
He's mad at most of other YouTubers.
Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, so I think overall, I'm sure friends and family are going to support the cause of this. So let's we don't want to stray from that. Because I think that's amazing what you've done. I'm going to play that video one more time of what you guys did with the memorial. It just looks beautiful.
Like I told Maverick on my channel, if those who can't make it, go to their park and walk for the girls on tomorrow. Start at 1 o'clock when we all start. If they couldn't make it, that kind of still broadband everybody else to support the girls.
Yeah. Yeah, that's amazing. I just wanted to show this memorial one more time. I think I gotta find it here. But on your channel you were talking about you'd gotten some flowers and you'd gotten some solar flowers.
Solar light flowers, yes.
Oh, that's cool.
People gave me some donations. I know the flowers. Try to find good some flowers to put out there, but there's some areas don't have a lot of flowers. It's hard. It was hard, so I got a couple flowers that for each one of the girls, and then a little Easter sign, egg type.
Oh, that's cool.
Easter, so that way they have something out there for Easter.
Yeah, that's amazing. I think it's cool. I think it's amazing. And I'm sure most people support this, and this is for Abby and Libby. Just is there anything that you would like to, because there's going to be new. We have 2 different channels, so I've got a lot of new people that are just hearing about this. Is there anything that you would like to share and let people know while I have you on?
Well, if you tell your family and friends about this case, and if you find somebody who doesn't have know about this case, let them know and say, hey, look on our channels to get information and look through the news reports. Then that way people will know about the case, and it'll get wider. I know it's around the world right now so far. I've seen a lot of new YouTubers out there talking about it in all around the different countries. Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah, I've seen some come out. I don't want to name any right now, just because when they're kind of newer, I'd like to kind of wait until they get a little bigger because I've seen some that kind of fall through. So you have to kind of do your research a little bit before. But yes, I've seen some new ones that have come out with some great ideas, and it's good, because who knows if it's a single individual that did this. Has he moved on somewhere else? Did he move out of country? So it's good to get this sketch out here. I did. What do you? Just a little question. How do you feel on the sketches? Do you feel anything you'd like to share on that? At the beginning, when we saw these 2 sketches, okay, we always suspect that the sketches don't come the real truth of who we're looking for. And a lot of people at the beginning were doing kind of like a revenge things towards people, to say, well, he looks like this person, he looks that person, but and it really doesn't do any good, because without a real clear, if they had a real clear picture of the killer, we might have got him at the beginning of 2017, right? Or the end. So, yeah. But I don't. Sketches doesn't. Sometimes sketches do work. Sometimes they don't. Yeah, yep. Oh, I was just going to say that I've done some research, and it's not, it's just small research, but apparently they said it's about like 9 to 10% accurate when it comes to sketches, as far as accuracy. So that just kind of gives you an idea that that's 1 out of 10. So, if phones or cell phones might be better in the future to be able to get what's the guy walking on the bridge, could have a better focus on what he looks like, and that would have been helpful. Yeah. Or when he took a photo, instead of filming it, if she took the photo, it might be better. Oh, right, yeah. So, but she didn't have time to. If she knew the person was following him on the trail, then she could have pretended to take a photo of Abby on the trail and him in the picture in the background, and might be able to have a better picture then in her cloud. Yes, yeah. But I mean, I guess we got to be grateful that she did at least capture this video, which makes this case just so unique that there's not many cases where you actually have video footage and audio, not just video, but audio as well, and it's gone unsolved for 5 years. That's what, really even makes it so unique. But, it's high tech. If they had the cameras out there along the side of the bridge or somewhere, then we might got more photos of this guy.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Let me know if you need to get off. Just let me know. I usually run my show about an hour, so we about hit the half-hour mark, and just let me know if any minute you need to get off. You're good.
Okay. Yeah. I'll stay on here until mine wants.
Yeah. I don't want to go. Like I said, I don't want to do too much speculation. I just want to stay on the main subject. But I've just kind of always wondered. So, they came out with the 43-second thing.
Yeah.
You've heard about that. So, there's just one thing that kind of bugs me, and I just kind of, it crosses my mind a lot at night. So, the 43-second would make sense. So, we learned that, that this video starts at 2:13 now, 2:13 p.m. And I kind of did a video, I don't know if you caught it, but I kind of placed, so the video that I played with the girl walking across the bridge, I kind of put her where he was, the bridge guy was at, approximately, yeah. And then I just kind of played her video, and I just kind of timed it to see how long from there it took to get to there, and it's about 43 to 53 seconds, so it's pretty much, that 43-second video is pretty much where he starts out, where the video, where we see it, we're looking at, and then when he gets to them and says down the hill. And so the thing that bothers me is, okay, so let's say the scenario that, these girls were hoping to happen is that, okay, there's a creepy guy walking. She pulls out her phone. He's walking. And he says hi and walks past. And so, she'd filmed. And then now she stops it because, this guy looked like a creep, but he just passed. And so she stopped the phone as he, she stopped recording as he passed her. That would make sense for 43 seconds. But in this, you've got him, apparently maybe pulling out a gun or something and saying, guys, down the hill. Why would you stop the video? Unless you were trying to maybe call somebody. That's kind of been my theory. I just trying to... Go ahead.
Well, to me is like, okay, you got the photo up here of the guy walking on the bridge. You can tell he has something in his pocket looks like a gun.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So most of us believe he's left-handed in order to pull out the gun. But the instance that I think one of the girls had sense of knowing there was something wrong, this guy doesn't... Whatever he did at the drop-off, give him some type of look or trying to go up towards the girls.
Mm-hmm.
And then they couldn't figure out which way. If they went to... So if they decided not to go onto the bridge, the safe way would have been going to the Freedom Bridge.
Oh, yes. Let me pull that up while you're talking about that. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So if they went to the Freedom Bridge, they still would have been safe. They would have gone all the way into town.
Yes.
And there's more people. They could scream for help. There's houses back that way. And they could have kept going.
Yeah.
To all the way in town to the police station. And say, hey, we have this guy, or call 911 at the other end. But with him following them towards, they just turned to the Monon High Bridge, and that's where it kind of got real dangerous. Could have stopped in the middle of the bridge, and he could have, while Libby was and Abby taking that photo on that bridge, he could have just walked on there and just grabbed him instead of waiting to them go clear to the other end.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because that would have been his opportunity, but he didn't. He waited to get down because he was waiting past. There's a part in the trail where the orange barricades are. He's a little farther back. You won't be able to see, but he knew the girls Libby had the phone, so human eyes can see each other on the bridge and off the bridge, and so basically, he knew the girls had the phone, so that's the reason he knew they had the phone. So I don't know what was the reason when Libby threw the phone out of her pocket, or when they got down the hill somewhere, hoping he wouldn't saw, but it depends on how they was running, if they were running that fast to trying to throw the phone away. And it's just, if he picked it up, turned the phone off, we'll never know how the phone was turned off. And we know the battery was going dead on her phone, and it only lasts so many hours. So it's just hard to tell.
Yeah. Well, so just one more just refresher. So I've got Randy Gravits on. He's been just amazing. He's been doing a walk each year to remember Abby and Libby. I think it's a great event. He's going to be hosting it tomorrow. It's at 1 p.m. tomorrow. And so you said the weather, I think you heard he said it's like going to be maybe 50 degrees.
Well, it's now going to be like 40 degrees.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah.
We're supposed to have light snow, but it'd be melted away by the time the walk, but be a little cold.
Yeah.
So we're all on a dress warm.
Yeah.
And so...
yeah, I'd seen you guys had a big group in this last video I've watched. Looked like you had a decent-sized group. That's awesome.
Yeah, every year we're always surprised. We had at least 20 last year, and it just depends on how many shows up every year.
Yeah.
When they have a time to come and visit, and they usually come. They usually contact me and say, "Hey, we're coming. Can you show us around?"
Yeah.
I'm always glad to show people around if they're coming.
That's awesome.
In the area.
That's awesome for you to take your time and show people that. That's cool. I wish I could come. I wish I wasn't so far away, but one of these, maybe next year for sure. I'll definitely make it. Okay. Now, do you do it? This is one more question. Do you do it around the same time each year, or does it kind of depend?
For now on, it's going to kind of depend.
Yeah.
On the weather.
Sure.
So, try to do it on warm days, and cold days are just out for me. So
yeah.
So try and get on the warm days.
Yeah.
On someone.
Yeah. Yeah. Sounds like you were kind of aiming for something. Yeah, because I mean, here we're on the verge of April, and you'd think it's gonna start to warm up. It is here in Utah. Yeah. Oh my God, I had to put on shorts today. I couldn't believe it. Oh, wow. And yeah, it's and it was snowing just a week ago. So I mean, that's Utah for you. Is
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah. Before I let you go, anything you would like to share before we kind of wrap it up?
That's about it. Unless, like I said, if anybody around the world wants to do the walk in their own park, at 1 o'clock, that'd be great, because Maverick said that would be kind of cool. Start kind of a new tradition to everybody around the world, start walking in their own parks. And we have our walk.
Yeah, that is cool. That is cool. And then, I mean, yeah, that start a new tradition. That would be really cool.
Yeah. And that's about it.
Yeah. Okay. So 1:00 tomorrow. We've been posting your link to your channel in the chat. So if you guys are interested, just click on his link. And you said you've got an email, right, that you can get in contact. People want to contact you directly.
Yeah, I have an email. Yes.
Okay. All right. Awesome. So do you want to drop that? Do you want to drop your email in the chat once? Just because I don't think we have your email, and that way. Before we let you go, Alicia says, "Gotta love our Indiana weather." Oh, so Alicia, you're from Indiana. Awesome.
It's always Indiana. You never know if it's gonna rain, snow, or whatever.
You know, well, it's the same here in Utah. That's the saying here is, if you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes. But I thought that was unique to Utah. But apparently, now that I've been, in different states, apparently that's kind of a more common phrase than I originally thought. So.
All right.
Awesome.
Well, I'll let you go so you get on with the film.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm not going to be on too much longer because I just want to leave this as, because I don't, but I might do another video. But yes, this has been awesome. Thank you, Randy, for taking your time to come on my show. This is awesome. It was awesome to meet you. And we'll definitely keep in touch. And we'll love to show some of your footage. So, cool. I'm sure you're going to, upload and do some stuff maybe tomorrow. And so maybe in a couple of days after, you get some stuff together, if I can show some of that on my channel, I would love to.
Sure.
So
yeah, that'd be great.
So awesome.
All right. I'll let you go then so you can finish up the show then.
Awesome, buddy. Thank you so much, Randy, and for what you're doing. That's so amazing.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. See you, buddy. Awesome. So that was Randy. And 1 p.m. what time? I would Eastern Standard Time, I think. I believe. Great conversation, very insightful. Thanks, Johnny boy. I appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, very insightful. Yeah, like I said, I didn't want to ask him because I've always been wanted to have somebody from Delphi on to ask them some questions about the case itself, but since this is about the walk, I really didn't want to ask him too many questions, even though I've got a million questions, and I'm sure you guys do as well. And thank you so much, Johnny boy. That helps out so much, buddy. And somebody became a member or extended their membership. Thank you. I think it was Carly Jean. Thank you so much, Carly. So yeah, but I asked him. He said he would like to come on again, and I'll keep in touch with him. And it'd be kind of nice to talk about the case on a different show where it's get some of his ideas, because it seems like he knows a lot, and he's going to be showing the locals and whoever comes to this walk some of the different areas, because he's quite he knows this area. So that's so cool. So awesome. Oh yes, there's a reward. I'd have to look see what it's up to, but yeah, there's definitely a reward out there. Gosh, it's but yeah, I'll have to, next video I do, I'll take a look into that, your mom, for sure. I'm just kind of looking at your chat. So, just like I said, if you guys have any questions about for Randy, I think he put his email in there. And yeah, exactly, Miss Wells. There's a time and place for questions. Yeah, I feel like, this is about the walk and the girls. And yeah, thank you, Digital. Yeah, I knew it was pretty big. I didn't really want to speculate. Yeah, sounds like a great person, and yeah, it is hardwired, KJ, but you know what? It's Comcast, and I've been getting a lot of emails telling me that other big YouTubers had Comcast, and they actually had to get rid of Comcast because they were having problems with Comcast. And so luckily this last couple weeks they were installing Google Fiber into the road and into the neighborhoods and stuff. So I'm not sure how long that takes, after they install the wire and stuff for them to actually activate it. But once they do, we're going to definitely switch over for sure, because Comcast it's expensive, and it's just, I don't know, it's unreliable. I mean, I am hardwired in, and we're at like almost the top level, and I still end up get buffering, and it sucks because I want to be able to have high latency so I can have closed captions for those that are hard of hearing, but I can't do that right now because it ends up buffering. So thank you, KJ. Yeah, I think that was a great interview. Thank you guys, that's awesome. I never thought I'd be doing something like this, so it's really cool. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I think I'm going to end it here just so this video sticks with about this case, and then I'm not sure. I might do another video tonight, if not tomorrow. We'll definitely be going live, and we'll be talking about this case and stuff. So yeah, Google Fiber, I can't wait to get on that. But yep. So I think we'll end it there, guys. Thank you, Copper Horse. Thank you, Mods. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. Johnny Boy and Carly Jean for helping me out.